Good morning, everyone. Happy July the 4th. Happy Independence Day to all the folks in the US of A. And happy July the 4th to everybody here in Canada as well. So here we are. It is our epilogue video. We're going to talk a little bit about the events of June the 30th and what's happened between now and the time we arrived at the War Memorial. So first of all, I should say once again, thank you to the good people of Ottawa for allowing me to visit your city. Despite a minor altercation between some enthusiastic members of the crowd, it was ultimately a very successful adventure as we marched on in through downtown and into the War Memorial on June 30th. I have to say that it was probably the highlight and the most amazing experience of my life up to that point. And, it was a really good way to close out that portion of the march. So, we arrived there. I said a few words. Once again, before I get too far off the track, I also want to thank the Ottawa Police Services for facilitating the march and working together with us to make sure that it was a fun and happy occasion for all involved. It really was an amazing experience. So I digress. Going back to the march, we got in there. It was a very emotional time for a lot of us, and we had spent basically 4 months working every day for 131 days, and to complete the march there, it was something else. Really an amazing experience, and I think it kind of reestablished that spot for a lot of people as a place of importance in our hearts, and we really, cleared it of any bad memories and spiritual trauma that arose there back in February the 19th and the 20th. So, an amazing experience too for everybody who journeyed from far and wide to see us arrive and wish us well. And we had a time to meet folks after the fact, and the fact that people were traveled so far and wide to stand in line and come up and have a hug and shake my hand to get a picture. It was pretty amazing experience altogether. So once again, absolutely, I haven't used this word very often, but a magnificent and wonderful closure to that phase of the journey. So here we are in a undisclosed location in Ontario, slightly to the east of Ottawa. The team and I have been using this opportunity now over the last couple of days to take a break and recuperate and restock and reimagine ourselves and figure out what the way forward is for us. And what is the way forward? Well, we're working on that. As you know, one of the things that we had decided to do during this march is establish a new organization called the Canadian Citizens Coalition, and I think that still needs some work. And furthermore, I think that organization has a lot of work to do, bringing together and connecting other organizations so that we can work towards the common goal of restoring some kind of balance. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's the Canadian people, taxpayers, voters. They seem to have had some of their ability to influence our government taken away from them. And I think that we need to help them find that ability within themselves at an individual basis so they can come together and call out policy decisions and laws that are unjust, unethical, immoral, and illegal, such as mandates required for work. I have a significant issue with my sisters and brothers currently serving, who are on the way out of the armed forces because of the way they feel about this mandate issue. And I intend to do something about it by empowering them. So there are a number of good men and women who have been released from the armed forces on this item code 5F, and I'm going to do something about it. And furthermore, I think it's important that we start an education campaign here at Canada Marches as a subsidiary now of the Canadian Citizens Coalition in working towards educating the Canadian public on what they can do in a peaceful, a nonviolent, peaceful effort to learn the truth about things and then use that truth to do something good. So this is the way forward, I think. Now, how's it going to happen? Well, folks, I don't want to leave this a cliffhanger episode for you, but we're going to have some conversations today on July the 4th with some members of the Canadian Citizens Coalition that we've met, heads and influential figures in different organizations like Police on Guard, Taking Back Our Freedom, that kind of thing. And we're going to come up with the way forward. We're going to strategize, but first of all, we need to understand that there is a significant level of investment that needs to be made in time and effort. And we have to realize just exactly how big of a task we have before us. And I think we have the ability to do it. I said to Canadian people via this kind of media platform and also in person on many occasions that I believe that we have what it takes to get this job done, because we're Canadians and we have done a number of things over the past couple hundred years. We built a railway from one end of the country to the other. We've explored the north. We built a highway from one end of the country to the other. We actually built the item that's used on the space shuttle to snatch satellites and place them in orbit around the Earth. That is something that we built as Canadians. We can do this because I believe in you. So, stay tuned.